Welcome to Cyber Bytes, your weekly dose of cybersecurity news. I'm your host, Edwin Kwan, and today, for our first episode in 2025, we've got a packed episode with some eye-opening stories from the digital world. Let's dive right in. First, we're kicking things off with a story that might make you think twice about those shining stars on GitHub repositories. A recent study has uncovered a massive problem with fake stars being used to boost the popularity of malicious projects. Here's the scoop. Cybercriminals are creating fake accounts or hijacking existing ones to start repositories containing malware or scams. This artificial inflation of stars make these dangerous projects appear more trustworthy and popular. And the researchers found a staggering 4.5 million suspected fake stars across GitHub, which is associated with more than 15,800 repositories. So what does that mean? Well, if you're a developer or just someone who uses GitHubs, don't let those stars dazzle you. Take a closer look at the repository's activity, documentation, and code quality before downloading anything. Moving on to our next story, which might also make you think twice about browser setup. A sophisticated cyber attack has compromised at least 35 Chrome extensions, potentially exposing over 2.6 million users to data theft. Here's what went down. The attack started with a phishing campaign targeting extension developers. Once the attackers gained access to developer accounts, they injected malicious code into those popular extensions. And these compromised extensions could steal cookies, access tokens, and even Facebook login credentials. The internet itself is a stark reminder of the double-edged sword that browser extensions can be. They're incredibly useful, but they also have broad access to our browsing data. So next time you're about to install an extension, take a moment to vet it carefully. Sticking with the theme of software supply chain attacks, we've got some concerning news for Python developers and VSCode users. Researchers have discovered malicious packages on both the Python package index, PyPy, and the Visual Studio Code Marketplace. These sneaky packages were disguised as legitimate tools for cryptocurrency development and productivity. But in reality, they were designed to steal sensitive information from developers' systems. The attackers use clever tactics like typo squatting, which is creating packages with names very similar to legitimate ones, and even inflated download numbers with fake reviews. For developers, this is another wake-up call to be extra vigilant when installing packages. Always check the source and reputation of the developers and regularly audit your development environment for potential threats. Switching gears a bit, let's talk about a problem that affects all of us, not just the tech savvy. When you get a new device, what do you do with the old device? Do you actually wipe the data on there? A recent survey from the UK's Information Commissioner's Office has revealed a startling statistic. Nearly 1/3 of adults in the UK don't know how to properly wipe their old electronic device before discarding them. Now, this lack of awareness is a significant risk to personal data security. Here are some key findings from that report. 71% of respondents agree that wiping data is important, but 24% find it too difficult. Surprisingly, 21% of young people aged between 18 to 34 believe wiping data is unnecessary, compared to just 4% of those over 45. So the younger people are probably the ones not wiping their data. With the holiday seasons just passed, many people likely got new devices, and it's crucial to spread the word about the importance of securely erasing personal information from your old gadgets. Remember, a simple factory reset can go a long way in protecting your data. Last but not least, we've got news on a new cyber attack technique that's giving security experts a headache. It's called DoubleClickjacking, and it's a clever twist on the classic clickjacking attack. Here's how it works. The attack exploits the timing between double clicks to bypass existing clickjacking protections. It can trick users into unknowingly granting permissions or performing actions on websites. And this technique can potentially lead to account takeover and data theft. What makes double clickjacking particularly concerning is that it can bypass common security measures like X-frame options and same-site cookies. It's a reminder that the world of cybersecurity is always evolving and we need to stay on our toes. And that's all for this week's Cyber Bites. It's a short one, but a good one. From fake GitHub stars to sneaky browser extensions and new clickjacking techniques, it's clear that the digital world is as exciting and dangerous as ever. Remember to stay vigilant, keep your software updated, and always think twice before clicking. Until next time, this is your host, Edwin Kwan, signing off. Stay safe out there in cyberspace.